Yeah, I'm really happy with it. I think I think it was exciting, from beginning to end, and that's what I kind of like. I don't like a whole lot of dialogue. I like stuff like "You've got the right to go to hell." That's a good one.
Yeah.
It's like I've been in this business since 1985, so I kind of like know what really looks good on film and what don't. So a lot of the stuff I say, no, corny, no, let's take this, and he took it back to the writer. Then when they came up with, it wasn't a lot of changes, but just little stuff. And I really liked the way it came out. Let's do it. I don't remember because I had a movie right before it and right after. I mean, so it's like
all kind of blended together.
29, 30 days, something like that. Yeah. Well, most of the cast were friends of mine. It's like Phil says, "Who do we want for this?" And we just like Diamond Dallas Page. It's a good friend of mine. Jason Mewes, a good friend of mine. Donald, I've known for years. Donald Logue. Charlie, the guy that played the old convict in jail. I actually met him when I was 8 years old. He was my uncle's crime partner. Him and my uncle used to do robberies together when I was like 8, 9, 10 years old. So him and my uncle went to prison, so I've known him for years. So I just got to say, Charlie, come on, I'll put you in a movie. And we put him in the movie. And then Carrie, we've known from Salt Lake City. And then I met Cherish, and she was a given. She was just so cute, and she looked so cute on screen. So we tried to like kind of do a movie with not just sex. Because any movie can make money. You just put some big titty girls in. And So we just went a different ways. And let's just do it. My kids, I always they're my best critics. They're my best critics. And that was corny. But when I saw my daughter cry, when I was running up to the car and I looked into my daughter and my wife were dead, she was crying. I thought, he says, "Was that good?" That was really good.
Wow.
Okay, that's a good one. So, that's going to be fun. I think it's going to be a lot more fun here in Kansas just because of the people. It's been a great experience. I loved coming here, and I thought, God, it's going to be tough. And yet the people make it all kind of worthwhile. Everybody's kind of opens up to you, and that's what really makes a movie. If you're having trouble with eating, in trouble with lodging, in trouble with the cops, it's a drag. But, it's kind of like the whole city here opened up to us. It's going to be kind of cool. Gil's got that going. I got to look at my schedule. I'm doing a movie with Larry the Cable Guy, and then I'm doing something in the Czech Republic. I don't know what that's at. I went to Cape Town, South Africa, to do From Dusk to Dawn 2 and Dusk to Dawn 3, and then I did a movie in Baker, California, and the only one that was excited about Baker was my wife. She just kind of said, "Baker? Wow, they have the biggest thermometer there in the world." Okay, and that's all they got. It was a thermometer. But other than that, everything. I love traveling. Absolutely, we're working on The Crow, and I was in Salt Lake City. Bye, darling. I was in Salt Lake City. I was bored, and I ran into Gil on the set, and he just kind of said, "What's there to do?" We just kind of went out and went to a club and had a great time. We made friends. I kind of did. I mean, I've always had some projects in the back of my mind, back burner, and I knew that I wanted to do a couple of things, and he started talking about Charles Bronson. I love Charles Bronson. I said, yeah, let's do it. Write something. I left it up to him. You write it. So when he wrote it, I'm like, okay, let's let him know. So if you've got somebody's name attached, it's easier to get funding. To do funding. Yes. You know what I mean? So yeah, my name does do it. Just do it.
Yeah.
I produced it. I produced it. Eddie Bunker, the guy that wrote it, my best friend, he tried it for a couple of years and he couldn't get it done, so he just gave it to me. Just do what you can. So I was working on Con Air, so I gave the script to Steve Buscemi, and I told him, "Here, read this or I'll kill you." And he's okay. So he read it, and then he's, "Wow, Danny, I'd love to be a part of this." I said, "Well, I want you to direct it." And he's really, just play a little role in it. So with him as the director, there's people that want to work with him. So we got Willem Dafoe. Eddie Furlong was a friend of mine. So I got Eddie Furlong. Seymour Cassell was another friend of mine, and a friend of Steve. So, and Mickey Rourke, I've known for years. So Mickey Rourke played probably his greatest role.
Yeah, I would agree. Definitely.
And people don't realize it, but he played the drag queen in Animal Factory. I think it was some of his greatest stuff. Well, he flew from L.A. to Philadelphia in full costume and drag.
Wow.
And he's so funny. He said, I was trying to be low key. He had these emerald green nails, press on. But my ticket was in my pocket, and I just did my nails. And he's talking like, and I just did my nails, so I had to, could you get my ticket? Like people were just blown away. I had these hip hugger pants on, and I said, Mickey, he says, you know what? I figured if I could come across the United States dressed like this, being in front of a camera would be nothing. So he knows how to get into his character. Yeah, Rob called me and said, hey, I've got a couple of things going on. Will you come in? And when I walked in, he called me Rondo. Rondo. I haven't read the script. He says, yeah. He says, Diamond Dallas Page? Yeah. He says, I went to blah, blah, blah. Kind of just like, whoa, it was cute. It wasn't really an audition. It was just kind of a meet and greet. And he just kind of said, this is what I want you to do. And Rob is a great director. He just kind of lets you, here, this is what I want. What can you do with it? So being an actor, it's like the most fun. Absolutely, because it's it's kind of like you're friends, so you can communicate. It's harder. There was actually one scene I'll tell you about when my partner got shot when I was shooting Dallas, and I got real close to him, and he goes, cut. He just took me aside. He said, Danny, you know what? On camera, it looks like you're kissing him. Don't get that close. Without saying, don't get that close, because then he's like, I wanted to really show that, oh God, please don't die, But he says on camera, it looks like you're kissing him, So I said, okay, cool. So I understood. So what I noticed is that I pulled back a little, and it came out really good. Still came over like I was really concerned. So, and that director is just, for an actor that kind of knows his business, a director can just kind of lead you, not pull you or not push you. It's kind of like, this is the way we want to go. I got that Larry Cable guy. I've got something. I did a movie called Sherry Baby, and they're doing it in the Czech Republic with Maggie Gyllenhaal, so I'm going there. And then I did. I'm going to London to do a movie I think called Gangsters' Wives, Angels of Death. I just take them as they come.
Yeah.
Kingpin was a TV series they had on Channel 4 for a while, but it was a little too violent. It was a little ahead of its time.
Was it kind of gangster?
Scarface, yeah.
Okay.
Kind of Scarface. Besides Jack's Law, because I was the lead, but
Yeah.
I gotta say Heat. Heat was one of my favorite.
Yeah.
You know, just being around the kings of movie making, Michael Mann, you know, Al Pacino, Val Kilmer, Robert De Niro, Mark Mendes, from John Voight. It just doesn't get any bigger. So I was like standing around with royalty, you know. I mean, I used to stare at Robert De Niro. And just go, what's right? Robert fucking De Niro. It's amazing. Man. That's something. Thank you, Kansas. It's been wonderful. And if you're in Dodge City, you can use my name at the Hoot Hill Bed and Breakfast. They'll take care of you.